Do you ever feel lost when you're speaking to native English speakers? There are certain things that they say that you don't fully understand and you're not sure how to respond. Well, if this is you, I think you're really going to like this video where I'm sharing with you a recording I made about a year ago for my private English students, and I would like to share with you as well today because I think it's really useful to help you get more comfortable with understanding native English speakers and also participating in a natural English conversation. So continue watching if you want to see more. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and enjoy the rest of the video. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It is a listening focus exercise looking at native English resources and how we can understand them, and also what we can learn and take from these native resources to use in our own English communication and also for understanding natives later on. It is something that I use with my one-on-one clients, and I think this is going to be really useful for you today. So let's take a look. I have given you a few suggestions, and what I really have focused on today is native English resources that are conversation based, that are not TV or series or movies, but really real life subjects and real life discussions in the form of TV shows like chat shows or podcasts and news documentaries. So for Irish accents, I recommend The Late Late Show from RTE, the main broadcaster in Ireland, and this is a chat show, and I think it's great because you can get a diverse range of speakers from all over Ireland and also internationally. And on YouTube, their videos are very short, 2 or 3 minutes, so you can really go and listen to a few every day and learn from the native English that you hear. And for English accents, I say English, but also British, but it is based in England, in London. This is another chat show that is a daytime show this morning, and it also has a diverse range of subjects and guests on, and you have real life conversation and discussions. Really, you want to think about, like, will you feel comfortable when you're speaking in a pub to people in an English speaking country? Using these resources to practice is a great way because you're picking up a lot of phrases, a lot of slang and informal language as you go, and you can really think about, if you were in a discussion like this, how you would respond, and learning how these people respond in this context. In my personal opinion, I find this better than watching a movie or TV series because this is based on real life. And sometimes TV and movies, they can be based on different historical contexts, could be set 100 years ago, or could be a very particular context like cowboys and Indians, or I don't know, the royal family. So these are real people, it's real life situations and dialogues, and that's what I really recommend. So, and then for a mix of accents, for more of an international feel, I always recommend this one. It's the BBC documentary podcast and has a wide range of topics, mainly news topics, but different types of things, and a mix of accents, a mix of native accents from all around the world, different countries in Africa, Caribbean, Australia, the UK, Ireland, the US, Canada. So really good. Okay, and this training video is really just a demonstration to show you and to give you a few questions to help you focus on these videos to get the most out of them. So I'm going to show you the questions that I want you to focus on, and any video or clip that you choose. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, choosing a clip that is not too long, especially if you are doing this on a regular basis, which I also suggest. So even if you watch something for 2 or 3 minutes, if you can find something like that, or up to 15 minutes. It depends on the amount of time you have. But even if it is a 3-minute video, you can still get a lot out of it. And these are the 4 things I want you to focus on. I want you to write down 3 questions that they ask. So especially in the chat shows, there's going to be a lot of questions. It's interview based. So note down the full question as you hear it. It's often neglected when you're learning English to ask good questions, and this will show you how they do it in an informal way, how natives ask questions. So I want you to write down as accurate as you can. You mightn't hear all of the words, but this is also another good exercise where you are listening to the sounds and thinking, what are they actually saying here? Okay, and then the next one is 3 adjectives they use. So note them down. You know, an adjective, it could be like when they're saying that's great, or an adjective before the noun, it's a delightful day. So there are such a wide range of adjectives that can be very regional specific according to the country. And so it's good to expand your knowledge here and to focus on this video of 3 adjectives that you hear. You might know them already, but some of them might be new. The other thing, and this is probably the most difficult one, is to write down 3 new expressions for you. And note these expressions down that are new or unfamiliar to you. If you are unsure how to write it, you've heard something there, but you don't know what it is, just add the timestamp and revisit it later. You could use the captions in this case, go back and listen with the captions. On YouTube, they're not always accurate, but they might give you a good indication. You could also ask, of course, a teacher, me, if I'm available, but yeah, I would be very happy to help you with that. But it's good to write down, you know, you might hear it word for word. It might be very easy for you when you hear the expression, but you don't really know what it means. So that's when you can go and search for the meaning, especially on dictionaries like Linge or Word Hippo. They are the 2 I would recommend. So 3 expressions. And then the final thing is to choose 2 sentences. It doesn't matter which ones, but just choose 2 that from the clip. And I want you to focus on the sentence stress in this. So it's a really good practice to look at the pronunciation and how they are stressing that sentence. Which words do they stress in the sentence? Now I'm going to give you an example of one actually that a student did. So let me show you. Oh yeah, wait, now I'll show you the video. This is a video that we looked at with a student of mine. So it is the Late Late Show from Ireland, RTE. And actually, it's funny, I haven't mentioned connected speech here, but this is actually from the video. This was a quote that they said, "Do you know what I'm scared of most is not coming back." So do you know, that's an example of connected speech, how native speakers tend to drop sounds or even words. Instead of saying, "Do you know?" they say, "Do you know? Do you know?" And it's just one thing like that. So it's funny how they actually put that word for word here. But yeah, so this is an interview with, she's a health advocate, very well known in Ireland. Very interesting topic that I could go into, but anyway, this is Vicky Phelan, who is talking about her cancer treatment. The whole controversy in Ireland related to her cancer and her treatment. So yeah, this is available on YouTube, and I'm going to show you now what my student came up with. So she wrote down the questions that she heard. She also wrote down a timestamp like 1:30 if she wasn't sure, and we went through it. So why do you want that, and what do you want people to, yeah, so it's good to do that. And then the adjectives, so brutal, and then she wrote underfounder, and I corrected it as underfunded. So she wasn't sure of that, so she was able to see then that it was to do with funding and underfunding and understaffed. And then the expressions, so what was it? Getting upset about leaving on somebody. Yeah, to leave on somebody, to go on and go over, and a big ask. So, you know, go on and go over, a big ask. You probably would understand that and write it down, but you might know exactly what it means. So you can, I'll show you quickly actually the dictionaries that I would recommend for you. And then also she wrote down the sentences for stress. So what I'm scared most is not coming back, or coming back in a coffin. So underlining the words that she put stress on, and I think it would be, what I'm scared of most is not coming back, or coming back in a coffin. So, you know, scared, back, coffin. Okay, so I think that is it, and I'm going to show you now. I'm going to play the video for you, and in the first 13 seconds, there's a few things, and I'm just going to show you how it goes. So,
are you scared?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
That's the first question he said there. I've been told that he's not very easy to understand. This is the host of this show, Ryan Tuberty. So I don't know if you heard that well, but it was literally a very simple question there. Are you scared?
You're scared?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Of what?
Do you know what I'm scared of most is...
So that part there was, do you know what I'm scared of most is, so the line there, as I was saying, they actually put it in the video description.
Not coming back, or coming back in a coffin. Like, I know that sounds very brutal, but that would be...
So the adjective she uses here, let me just go back. So there's an adjective that my student wrote down here, and that might be new for you.
Oh, that sounds very brutal, but that...
Very brutal, very brutal. So brutal. So she had written down brutal. Yeah. So this is and I'm not going to go into the meanings of this now. This is where, so as a you know, autonomous student, you can, and I have it to English and French, of course, because I speak French, but what am I saying? Thinking, no, I'm putting in brutal. Actually, it's the same. It's, yeah, you have it in French, don't you? But you can look at the translation there in French. You can also look at Word Hippo for synonyms. So you could put in brutal. So cruel, harsh, vicious, these kinds of words. And yeah, so that is the little video listening focus exercise. I would recommend these 3 sources, and to look at a video regularly on a daily basis, ideally, but maybe at least 4 times a week, where you could listen just literally to a 3-minute clip. I mean, this is 2 minutes and a half, and it's perfect, because already, as you can see, my student had a lot of language there, a lot of expressions that she didn't know, and that maybe she heard it, understood the context, but could she actually use it herself? Could she use it then, or could she recall it and maybe pick it up from a native speaker if she heard it again? So that is the idea here. So I hope you found that useful. I find it's a really fun exercise to do, and I'd love to hear how you get on and what videos you choose. Good luck.